You, I had planned to go live on the Motor City Metrics channel. I do not know whether June is going to make it over to that one tonight. He might have took a nap on that weak ass game we just had. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. I ain't been on this channel in months. I probably haven't been live on it all year, so I don't expect to get too much of an audience. But I do want to do a little recap for the Sixers game. Um, yeah, I'm gonna do a little recap of the Sixers game because since I'd already planned on doing one with June, I'm probably gonna hop off for here if he does pop up on the other live. But we're gonna see, man. But this is pretty cut and dry. Sixers are a very good team. The Pistons are what the Pistons are. We're 21 games, have lost 21 games in a row, and with no light in sight of any wins coming up. We got the toughest schedule, as I said on the other show. We got the toughest schedule down the stretch, and yeah, we got the Sixers. I want to say we got the Sixers again pretty soon. And as you can see, they're a pretty good team. Embiid dominated us tonight. He had 28 and a half and ended up with 41 altogether before they sat him down because it was unnecessary for him to be playing. But this is just a clear indication of a team that puts out 5 starters on the court, and we got a tank lineup. The Pistons have a tank lineup. That's really the best way to put it. Killian Hayes is not a starting. It's not a starter on a good team. Not a starter on a lot of bad teams. Stewart, love him to death. He is not a starter at power forward or center on a competitive team. He had 4 points tonight. Killian had like 6. Stewart was ejected in the fourth quarter because he got into it with Patrick Beverly. I guess Beverly got away with a little elbow on a screen coming up the court, and Stewart got his get back and got an early shower. Why not? We're getting our boots smoked at that point, anyways. Bogey for a lot of it. Cade had a decent game, but it just felt like Bogey was the only person that the Sixers really had to worry about. He had a great game. He was 5 of 9 from the 3, had 33 points. Like I said, Cade had a decent game. He had I think he had about 7 assists, but I think he had a decent game. But you just can't win 5 on 2. Cade had 21, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. Nice little stat line. Cade is just not a he's the centerpiece of the future allegedly, but I'm not 100% certain on that. He just doesn't do enough. I know he's not playing with 3 other NBA starters, but something is just missing there. Bogey, it appears that we're probably not going to trade him at the deadline. It's probably going to be another Jeremy Grant situation where we wait too late to get rid of him, and then his trade, his trade value is going to be super low. He's 30 plus years old, and it doesn't have too many more good years of basketball left. I would assume he missed the first 20 games of the year this year. Hasn't made much of an impact regardless, but nonetheless, he's back and playing well, and maybe somebody will just give us an offer that we can't refuse, and we will be able to get something for him. But who's to say whether that's going to make a difference? More young players is just not going to do it. I didn't even mention Asar Thompson. Asar Thompson, showed some good potential early in the year, but I don't even see the defensive impact anymore that I was seeing early in the year. Wiseman had a good start to the game. He had 10 points, I want to say, in the first quarter, maybe the first. It might have been the first quarter, but it was probably the first half. He ended up with 10 points altogether after 16 minutes. He had a series. He had a defensive series where he made a nice block, got the rebound, took a dribble, passed it to nobody. Sixers go back down to our end of the floor. They put a shot up. Wiseman doesn't box out the guy. They get the rebound, and he fouls him on the putback. A terrible series of plays from Wiseman that started with the block, but just once again, just showing us that he just, I don't know, he just lost out there. He showed he was pretty good early in the game. Like I said, he had a couple good buckets on Embiid, put some pressure on him, but it just wasn't enough. Outside of that, we were terrible from 3 in the first half. We were 1 from 9. The Sixers shot 53% from 3. 53% might be their field goal percentage, though. I lied. But they shot well from 3. What they showed you is how you build outside shooting around your superstar, an actual superstar. The Pistons do not have a superstar. We do not have a player, including Duran, including Cade, including Asar Thompson. We don't have a superstar player, and I don't know whether any of those guys will be of the caliber. I don't want to feel like Duran will continue to have ankle issues. I really hope that he gets that figured out and we sit him as long as we need to sit him. But I'm not sold that even he is the guy to build around. But when you do build shooters around your superstar, Oubre, Melton, Harris, even Beverly hit some threes. When you build some shooters around a superstar, pretty basic stuff. You can have a decent little team. But yeah, outside of that, we just couldn't stop Embiid. He got Stewart in foul trouble early. Wiseman had to play. Bagley's hurt. Duran is hurt. So we already don't have a lot of shooters at the. We already don't have a lot of big men right now. So, Stewart, who probably wouldn't have fared very well had they not called every ticky-tack foul under the sun. But, we had nobody at the big man position. This is a little bit more of a lengthy show if I, have a co-host, but overall, they were just much more talented. Embiid by himself could have, almost could have beat us anyways. But yeah, we got a long way to go in the season. I don't know where the wins are going to come from. I don't foresee any wins in the near future. We got a lot more tough games coming up. We got our next game is against Philly in Philly, and then we play the Bucks, and I believe we got the Jazz. The next home game is against the Jazz. That much I do know, but yeah, I don't foresee any wins coming up. Maybe Brooklyn's the next game, but yeah, not much to talk about. Another rough game. We got smoked. The Philly bench just looked bored. They're having way too much fun out there. The coaches don't even have anything to coach because the team is a joke. We continue to have to watch the same product. Nobody's getting fired. Nobody's getting traded. We're just stagnant. It's a shame that they ought to be playing in front of nobody, because they don't even deserve our hard-earned money. But, it is what it is. Piston games are halfway fun, even if it has nothing to do with the Pistons itself, which is sad because we were once, we have some historical and great teams, but this team is awful, terrible. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I'm gonna holla at y'all, and I'll see y'all at the next post game podcast episode. I'm out.